All right, we're back for another Warhammer the Old World bite-sized Border Patrol battle report. I once again forgot to take a picture of deployment. My opponent is running pretty much the same list. He switched some things around. He took out the Goblin Big Boss and put in a level 2 with Waagh magic. And then Kicknick and his Special Wolf Riders are in ambush again. I took Billy and Millie, the two Thanes brothers. So Billy's up here on his shield bearers. It's a Royal Clans list. So he's got 10 Longbeards as his bodyguard. He just has a great weapon. You can't afford anything else. Sticking under 125 points. But that combo, I think, comes out to 124 and is pretty tough. And then Millie is a gun thane, but again, you had to cut down. He didn't have the Rune of Accuracy, but he's got Bursting Flame and Rapid Fire. So some good shots, and then he's in a unit of 5 Iron Drakes, and they're here to seize the tower. The Dwarves got the first turn, I think, and basically just sort of moved up to the hill, moved over to try and get, hopefully get these guys on the hill so they can see a bit more. And the Goblins just sort of moving around, taking shots at range. He had Vindictive Glare, which is the good one against, does a single strength 7 D3 wounds hit, no armor saves. And the one, not Itchy Nuisance, but the one that makes me reroll 6s on armor saves. So not the best spells, but sort of okay. So yeah, Goblin Wolf Riders moved around, killed off one Longbeard who was shooting, and this was their turn 2. Kicknick's Wolf Boys arrive back here, trying to stay on the line of sight of the dwarves. So the Longbeards turn to face this way. These guys, the Thane popped out of the unit, so he was able to get line of sight on the Wolf Riders. Did a number of wounds, I think 4 wounds. They failed their panic check and then ran to within basically half an inch of the board. They almost fled off, but they did not. And that would have been a big swing to just have them run off the first time they get shot at. But they rally, come back. And what happened in this one? The Wolf Boys charged into the Iron Drakes, lost some on the stand and shoot, but won the combat, and then used their when they win a combat, they can choose to fall back in good order, so they bounce back out of the combat. The drilled Longbeards came down and went a bit wider, and this Thane was caught up in that combat, and then he fell back in good order through the Longbeards, with the plan that he can maybe shoot off these pesky Wolf Riders. But what happens in his turn? So in the I missed a turn. Basically, I had to just charge back into these guys with the Iron Drakes. I'd missed a turn where the Orcs and Goblins charged in, so I charged back in, done a few wounds, but not very much. So now this is back to the Orc and Goblin turn. Knick and his Wolf Boys run away, and the archers in particular show up. He gets off a Vindictive Glare on my Thane and just kills him. It doesn't allow armor saves, and he does 2 wounds. And the Thane just had a 3-up armor save for defensive items, so that was unfortunate. I turn around to hold the tower because it is worth, I think it's maybe 200 victory points in this game. And I try and hide. It's hard. I'm only moving 3 inches. I should have just marched this guy over and hidden him more, the last Iron Drake, but I don't. And so he is killed The Wolf Riders come over, shoot him or Vindictive Glare him, and kill him off. And at that point, even though I hold the tower, he's ahead on points from the Iron Drake and the Thane unit, and so the Orcs and Goblins get the win. Yeah, another fun little game. In some ways, so thinking about the scenario, in some ways it would be fun if this unit could, if just holding the tower was whether you win or lose, and that would mean this unit could, even if it could garrison the tower and then he'd have to come and fight me. I think maybe some rules where, they hold the base of the tower, and cavalry can just charge the tower and still fight as normal. But that's what you have to do to win the game, because otherwise, shooting is very strong. The units are small; they're fairly easy to kill off, and yeah, the Iron Drakes, especially mobile shooting, the Iron Drakes did well. They killed in shooting and combat. I mean, they basically killed off half of Kicnick's unit, and the Thane killed off half the Wolf Rider unit, but not quite enough to. I mean, if they had ran off the board, I think the game would have then been easily in my hand. I could have just held the hill with these guys, and I don't think Kicnick's unit can really take on the Longbeards, although it would have been fun to see. But yeah, their 500-point games are fun. We both agreed not to take the Lore Familiar or the Ruby Ring, because I think those items can be extremely strong in this game. Right, if this goblin chooses the Lore Familiar and has a fireball and a Pillar of Fire, and the Pillar of Fire just sits here and bounces back and forth through my unit for 5 turns till they're gone, that doesn't sound like a very fun game. So I think with a little bit of gentlemanly agreements between opponents, the 500 points can be a fun little game. The first game, because we were setting up, I think took an hour. The second game took 45 minutes. So yeah, good learning game. Nice way to get people into it. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.